Ladies and gentlemen, this particular story comes out of New York City. And it actually, to be honest with you, it sounded literally like this was coming out of Chicago. Like, this sounds like a Chicago story. And I'm sorry to just throw that on Chicago, but they know they be on some wild stuff out there, right? But this particular father and his kids were involved in a heinous event where there was somebody else inside of a car dealership that I guess was trying to make a transaction, trying to get a car. And the ops showed up and tried to kill that dude. All the while, they're just spraying bullets and shooting everywhere inside this dealership. And by the way, we do have footage, so if you guys do not want to see that footage, I understand. This is not a news station. I'm here to give commentary, okay? So if y'all are not here to hear that, then I get it. I understand. But we're going to show you guys some edited footage of that, okay? Now, what makes this even more egregious about the fact of why this father was here trying to buy a car is the fact that he ended up being hit by one of the bullets and he ended up having to have surgery. And while he was having surgery, he lost his job. You talk about adding insult to injury. But this story is actually a bittersweet story, and we got a lot to talk about in a short amount of time. Now, the brave father who was injured while protecting his 3 young children when a gunman opened fire in a New York City car dealership. They opened up a GoFundMe for him, and you guys know how I feel about GoFundMes, but this is one I feel like, you know what, we don't have to scrutinize the GoFundMe, but I do say that you still need to have life insurance, and this is probably a good damn time to get you some life insurance. Okay? But they opened up a GoFundMe, and they raised almost $270,000 in donations, and his children could receive free therapy. How about that? Now, the father, his name is Anthony Jefferson. Let me see if I can find a picture of him, because they didn't have a lot of photos of him. But that's the father right there. That's Anthony Jefferson. And he took a bullet in the thigh when he dove atop of his children to shield them from gunfire that broke out at the On-Road Automotive in the Bronx. He was at the dealership that evening shopping for a vehicle to surprise his wife, which I thought was dope. And her name is Danica Jefferson. And he wanted to surprise his wife for her birthday. Now, I want to point out something to you guys. They are married and their kids are all by the same person, which I think is dope. Now, maybe I don't know that to be a fact. Maybe I'm speaking too quickly. Let's just say I'm just happy to finally see a mother and a father, a black mother and a black father, right? That love each other and care for each other. Now, Jefferson has since lost 2 jobs over his injuries, and all 3 of his children are traumatized from the horrible event, but thousands of Good Samaritans have helped in a very big way. In just a total of 3 days, a GoFundMe created to help cover the mounting medical bills and enroll the children in therapy has skyrocketed. And I think they had a goal of like $20,000 or something. So they got up to about $8,400. And next thing you know, within 72 hours, it got up to $277,855 in total donations. And it's probably still growing. Donations continued to roll in by the minute on Monday morning by way of 50s, and $100 bills. The largest donation came in Sunday from an anonymous altruist, from an anonymous person who gave $25,000 to the Jefferson family. Wow. Woo. Other big gifts included a handful of $2,000 and $1,000 contributions. Around 8,100 kind-hearted people have donated and left, and many left encouraging messages. This is every parent's worst nightmare and ultimate sacrifice. This man has brought honor to his family and courage to my heart, one person wrote. My dearest wished that his children recover from this traumatizing experience, and that the fear in their hearts is replaced with the same courage the courageous spirit of their father. It is my honor to provide what little I have for such a courageous hero and his noble actions. Last week, his wife Danica told TMZ that Anthony cannot walk at this moment because he has sustained injuries from the shooting because he got shot in the leg. Subsequently, he had been fired from his jobs as a head painter for a maintenance company and a construction worker for the city. Here's my thing. I could maybe understand how maybe one job maybe didn't quite understand his circumstance and maybe they fired him. But how is it that two jobs and neither one of them were understanding enough to at least give this man some type of grievance, some type of FMLA, some type of something, some time off from work, some sick leave, some sick days, some something. They just, two jobs fired this man? He wasn't doing nothing illegal. He was just at a car dealership and some thugs came in and shot it up. He was a victim in a very unfortunate circumstance. How is it that two jobs fired this man? Who the hell was working in HR? Shit, they need to be fired. But nonetheless, his recovery has begun, but Danica says that Anthony will need to undergo surgery soon because the bullet is still lodged inside of his leg. She added at the time that her children, who are ages 5, 6, and 2 years old, have become distressed over the ordeal. She said that the small children are hesitant to go outside the home and cry in their sleep, and the 2-year-old asked, "Why did the man shoot my daddy?" Now, a therapist has offered to work with the Jeffersons' 3 children through counseling for free, and that's awesome. So shout out to that counselor. Dr. Raha Devera of Big Hearts Interventions told TMZ that she would be willing to work with the children in therapy once a week pro bono. The sessions, done over Zoom video conferencing, could last up to a year or more. TMZ reports that all the Jeffersons have to do is reach out. Terrifying video captured the entire incident that took place around 7:20 p.m. last Monday in the Eastchester neighborhood. Video obtained by DailyMail.com showed that the 39-year-old dad and his children are sitting on that couch. Excuse me. Sitting on that blue couch right there. Inside the used car shop when a man in a black hoodie ran up and began firing through an open glass door. The dad immediately scooped his kids and dove to the floor, attempting to block them from a barrage of bullets with his body. Seconds later, a door shattered, sending shards of glass flying around the showroom as the family crawled to safety. Anthony was struck in the thigh by one of the bullets, police sources say. He was transported to Jacoby Medical Center and said that he is in stable condition. Several other customers were seen milling around the dealership when the gunshots rang out, sending them running for cover. So, y'all can also see the suspects on tape. The police are searching for 2 suspects, one of whom who carjacked a vehicle immediately after the shooting. The car, a 4-door green sedan, was stopped at a red light just outside when the perpetrator approached, opened the door, and pointed the gun at the 49-year-old driver, ordering him to get out. Investigators believe the shooting is gang-related. Sources told the New York Daily News that the gang member was doing business in the dealership when their rival opened fire on them. The sources said investigators have not determined whether the father of the 3 was targeted, and I don't think that he was. I just think that he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Right place, wrong time. Let me give you guys the fair usage, and let me let you listen to the news videos. Let's get it. Federal law allows citizens to
Father
reproduce,
shot
distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107. All right, let me get my videos back up here. Give me just a moment. Yes, I agree. Philly Chica said that some of that money needs to be put up towards life insurance and to hire a private investigator. If nothing else, definitely to get some life insurance for all of those people. The wife, for him, and his 3 kids. Let's keep going.
A father shot while shielding his 3 children from gunfire has reportedly lost his job. The shooting was caught on surveillance video at a car dealership in Eastchester Monday. Police say Anthony Jefferson was shot once in the thigh. And according to a GoFundMe page, Jefferson also lost his job due to this injury. He needed surgery to remove the bullet. Investigators say he was not the intended target and no arrests have been made. Jefferson's children were not physically hurt.
The shooters with zero regard for anyone else's life inside of this car dealership. Unbelievable what this dad had to do in order to protect his own kids, something that
and I'm gonna warn you guys, if y'all are watching these videos, at some point they're gonna show the shooting, so just know that you've been forewarned. That's your warning, okay? Let's keep going.
No one would think twice about. That man is recovering this morning after being shot in the thigh. Luckily, his kids were not wounded, but clearly traumatized in this entire ordeal that unfolded. Look now at your screen at the blue couch where the family is sitting in the corner of the screen. Now, this happened Monday night inside the used car dealership when bullets...
Matter of fact, can y'all do me a favor? While we got people here supporting this father and supporting all of our stories, we got 887 people here. If y'all would, click that thumbs up. We got to our goal of 400 thumbs up, but let's try to get 800 thumbs up. We got enough people here to do it. So if you guys are here to support, just look down for a moment and click that thumbs up like Keyshawn and Miss June Bennett have said in the chat, and Miss Nisi. Just click that thumbs up. Really, really easy to do.
The shooters with zero regard for anyone else's life inside of this car dealership. Unbelievable what this dad had to do in order to protect his own kids, something that no one would think twice about. That man is recovering this morning after being shot in the thigh. Luckily, his kids were not wounded, but clearly traumatized in this entire ordeal that unfolded. Look now at your screen at the blue couch where the family is sitting in the corner of the screen. Now, this happened Monday night inside the used car dealership when bullets suddenly shattered the glass in the waiting area, prompting the Bronx dad to scoop up his kids and hit the floor, covering them with his body as more shots are fired. Police say 3 men opened fire, shooting back and forth, workers also running for cover. You see the second bullet then go by the family. One of the shots hitting the man in the thigh just inches away from his kids. It happened on the On the Road Automotive Group, which is a luxury used car dealer on Boston Road near Connor Street. Happened on Monday at 7:30, but the suspect's terror spree continued outside. According to cops, one man allegedly pointed a gun at a driver at the intersection.
Well, if that ain't some nigga stuff, and while we talking about white supremacy and all of that, come on, man. Y'all tell me, what does Donald Trump have to do with this? What does white supremacy have to do with this? What does defunding the police have to do with this? Huh? This is people that look the same skin color as that man sitting there covering up his kids. People that look just like him, but yet we're so-called worried about our white American citizens and neighbors talking about they're out here hunting us down. Come on, man. Every time we turn around, it's our people that's doing stuff like this to us. Matter of fact, if you look closely, you can actually see where the father gets shot in the leg because his legs stretch out where he gets hit. Watch it right here.
Section and ordered him out of the car before.
Actually, let me back it up so you can see it. I'll show you exactly where he got hit in the leg.
Corner of the screen. Now, this happened Monday night inside the used car dealership when bullets suddenly shattered the glass
covering up the kids
in the waiting area.
Then there's going to be a bullet that comes across the couch,
prompting the Bronx dad to scoop up his kids and hit the floor, covering them with his body as more shots are fired. Police say 3 men opened.
Boom. Right there. That one comes across the couch, and then
fire.
Watch his legs stretch out. Watch right here.
Shooting back and forth, workers also running for cover.
Boom. You see his leg stretch out right there?
You see the second bullet.
That's where he got shot in the leg. Now, I'm just going to hope that he was not the intended target, Dad. We're just hoping that you're actually a hero and not an asshole. We're just hoping, okay? Let me get his name up here again. What was the dad's name? Dad's name is Anthony Jefferson. We're just going to hope that he is a husband and a father and a hard worker and just ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time. Because I ain't going to lie. Why would they continue to shoot in his direction? I just think that's a little bit odd. I'm just asking a question. So watch it again.
Scoop up his kids and hit the floor, covering
There's a bullet that goes past their head by the front of that couch. Watch it right here.
them with his body as more shots are fired. Police say 3
Boom, right there.
men
Y'all see it? At the couch.
opened fire,
And then-
shooting back and forth.
One more comes across towards him again from the opposite side. Watch this.
Workers also running for cover.
Boom. And that's when his legs stretch out.
You see the second
That's when he got hit in the leg. So, either they thought maybe that was one of the other people that they were gunning for, or they could have been gunning for him. Maybe it was just an accident. I don't know. But I just think it looks really strange, though.
bullet then go by the family. One of the shots hitting the man in the thigh just inches away from his kids. It happened on the On-the-Road Automotive Group, which is a luxury used car dealer on Boston Road near Connor Street. Happened on Monday at 7:30, but the suspect's terror spree continued outside. According to cops, one man allegedly pointed a gun at a driver at the intersection and ordered him out of the car before making his getaway in that green four-door vehicle, which had Georgia plates. Police
Yeah, the dude in the khaki pants was the actual target, I believe.
believe the motive behind all
So, yes, I agree. Good call on that.
of this was possibly gang-related. According to reports, there was a gang member doing business inside the dealership that was targeted here. He ultimately was not shot, and police are still searching for all 3 gunmen this morning. Live in the Eastchester section of the Bronx, I'm Anthony DiLorenzo, Pix 11 News.
I'm thinking like what Lala thinks, and I think that they could have been just shooting at anybody that was in there. That's what I believe. I do believe that the father was an innocent bystander. I'm glad he was there to protect his kids. I think that they need to arrest that dude who they were shooting at until they can get some answers. What do y'all think about that? So the initial target, the dude that they know that was actually so-called in the gang and his ops showed up, I think he needs to be arrested too. I think all these thugs need to be arrested. Because you live by the thug and you die by the thug, right? Stupid is as stupid thugs. Those are 2 of our hashtags. Live by the thug, die by the thug. Also, our other hashtag is... What was my other hashtag? I forgot it already. I done forgot it already. But nonetheless, look, I'm glad that this father had the presence of mind to be able to take his kids, get them down to the floor, and protect them and just lay on top of them and just hope and pray that nothing hits them. Right? I'm so thankful that he was able to do that. And then, like I said, I think it's a little bit odd the fact that not only one job, but 2 jobs fired him. Like, I'm just like, you just can't be that dumb. As far as, I don't know what HR was thinking, those companies were thinking, by how they could just fire that man like that for 2 different jobs, especially when you hear about what happened. Hell, it might have actually done them some justice to make sure that they give him all the time off that man needs until he can actually come back to work. But I digress. It seems like this particular unfortunate incident was a blessing in disguise because his father protected his kids with his life, and now the public felt the need to try to take care of his life for doing something positive, right? So that's actually his shoe where one of the bullets went through his freaking shoe. Right there. So I'm glad the fact that the public is actually stepping out and supporting this man when something very messed up happened to him. And that's the GoFundMe right there. They initially had it at a goal of, I think, like $8,000. They moved it to a goal of $24,000, but they almost got like over $250,000. It's a lot of money. And like I said, I hope that they, number one, get life insurance, and number two, like, don't go, spend it on nothing frivolous. Make sure you just buy solid things. Maybe move your family out of that area. How about that? Get y'all a plane ticket, move out of that area, move to a place that's safe. Get you some property, get you a house, and y'all live y'all life. But I'm thankful that these kids lived to make it through this story. The dad made it to live. The wife is happy. Everybody's happy except for those thugs and criminals. I hope that they find out who that was that did this. And they need to be arrested. They need to be thrown in jail. And that's just the end of it, right? So, nonetheless, this is your boy DJ Just J, where the AFC will be advocating for children first. From my heart to yours. I love you guys. Thank you guys. You have a great night. And we'll see you guys on the next stream, okay? Thank you.